You might be wondering why the DeLorean's here when it got destroyed at the end of the third movie, but we will find that out later. Because remember, it gets cold when it time travels.
Einstein.
So you know Doc, just Einstein.
Where did you come from, boy? Didn't you bring Doc with you?
There's flux capacitor. So there's a shoe, there's a tape recorder.
Looks like the time circuits still work. Now I only need to know when to look for Doc. Okay, Doc, I know I haven't seen you in a few months, but I'm pretty sure this isn't your shoe.
Marty?
Ah!
Marty, if you're hearing this recording, then the DeLorean's automatic retrieval feature is a resounding success.
Automatic retrieval?
In case of my failure to return to the DeLorean within an allotted time, I programmed the time machine to jump to these four-dimensional coordinates without me. As you are well aware, time travel is an inherently risky activity, and despite my elaborate precautions, there's always a possibility that I could land in trouble sometime. And that sometime is now, or then, or maybe later.
He's in trouble.
Marty, you come to my rescue in the past, or was it the future? Anyway, I'm relying on you to do it again. Please, take the DeLorean back, or forward, to whatever it is. I'm stuck in time. When you get there, I'm sure you'll figure out what to do.
That's it? Aren't you gonna tell me when that is?
Just go to the date specified on the time circuit readout under the heading marked Last Time Departed. Good luck.
Right. Last time departed. Oh, jeez. Come on. Crap! Oh, great. How am I supposed to find him now?
So, of course, it's not as simple as just having the time circuits work.
I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits. Once I know when to look for Doc.
So, we're on our next quest in the game. This quest is to figure out when, Doc is in time. We do have one clue, and it's a shoe, and I did not mean for that to rhyme. So this shoe probably comes from the time period where Doc is, and Einstein can sniff the shoe and see if it leads to anything. So that's what we'll do.
What do you know about this shoe, Einie? Great Scott! I think he's onto something.
So it worked.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. How's this supposed to lead me to Doc, Einie?
So we'll, hit the buzzer here.
Step away from the door.
Ah!
Now, let me get a look at you.
Mr. Strickland's
Einstein, come
sister.
Just as I suspected. Hooligans. Get along now. Scat!
I'm not a hooligan, ma'am. I'm a teenager.
I wasn't born yesterday, young man. Aren't you the miscreant who skateboards through the town square every morning between 8 and 8:30 in a decidedly unpunctual manner?
Yeah?
All skateboarders are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up. State your business, child. You're making me miss Merv.
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm not sure why I'm here. Einstein here brought me, and...
Well,
Can you let me in? I've got something to show you.
what is it? Let me see.
So we'll show her the shoe. Like this.
A shoe? Now what would I want with a... Huh? Stay there!
I'm sorry, I feel like I'm watching a movie at some points in this, because some of these cutscenes are so long.
Creature
that you feel like you're watching a movie.
Sorry, Einstein.
Brr, brr, brr. A lot of little bits of foreshadowing here for things we'll be seeing later in the game.
Well, took you long enough.
There's a lot of stairs.
To return the shoe, I mean. I lost it ages ago.
Her voice is funny.
Put it down next
I used to
the
quote her
other
in this game, going like,
You can put it down next to the other
so
one.
neat and orderly. Yeah, I suppose you'll be wanting some
Sort of reward now.
No,
All I've got is tea and candy.
But
I'm sorry I called you a hooligan. I try not to jump to conclusions, but after all, 9 out of 10 people in this city are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up.
sorry. I just can't resist quoting. I just think it's funny. And you notice she didn't even turn the stove on.
Have a seat,
So the
Sonny.
tea isn't even boiling. It's pretty funny.
Hey, you kids! Put out those cigarettes!
You can notice she's got like these newspapers here. So that's like a little helpful thing. We can look through archives of newspapers to maybe figure out what year Doc is in. But the problem is,
Don't touch those!
she won't let us look at them.
My newspapers are in pristine condition and meticulously organized. Not about to let some street punk get jam all over them.
So in order to be able to look at them, we have to get her out of the room somehow. And some cool things you can see around the room here. You can look at like these photos on the wall.
is that Vice Principal Strickland?
Mother never could keep little Gerald out of her clothes.
Marshall Strickland.
My grandfather, gunned down by Mad Dog Tannen over 100 years ago.
That's not how I remember it.
That's a funny little joke, because that was a scene that was cut from the movie. So the reason he doesn't remember it is because it was cut from the movie. Well, also because he wasn't there to see it, even in the deleted scene, but it's a little funny joke that... But anyway, if we turn on the radiator here,
She keeps it hot in here.
she'll think it's the kettle.
That's the kettle.
So she'll leave the
I'll be right
room,
back with some tea. Then don't touch anything.
and that will give us about like 30 seconds to quickly look through the newspapers. Like this.
Juveniles collide with manure truck. Nice picture. Brown Mansion destroyed. 1962. No, that's not where Doc's stranded. I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least. Firm announces plans for Lone Pine Mall. Peabody Ranch to be rezoned for commercial development. I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least.
So we need to look for more clues, basically, because we're not going to get anywhere trying to find the date that Doc is stuck in without, like,
Clint Eastwood plunges to death on runaway train. I don't even know where to start looking for clues.
Anyway. But yeah, so we need to look for other clues.
The water still hasn't come to a boil.
And what's cool is if you look over here, there's like, she's got these binoculars and...
Mind if I take a look?
Go ahead, dear.
Man, these are powerful. I could see Biff going into the video store.
You wouldn't believe the filth that boy watches. Yeah, he's nothing but an out-of-control hedonist, just like his father.
If there's a clue to finding Doc out there, I'm not seeing it. I don't even know where to start looking.
So we can ask her if she, like, knows when she lost her shoe or anything.
Miss Strickland?
Jack! Diane! I know what you're doing behind that tree!
Yes,
Imagine just knowing a lady like this.
Doing some stargazing?
Oh, I set my sights on lower things. Is that?
Tiff Tanner!
That's supposedly Biff's daughter, Tiff Tannen. And supposedly Griff Tannen's mother. But you can ask her, like, when she lost her shoe.
Do you remember when you lost your shoe?
Shoe?
That shoe over there.
Oh, that shoe. Huh. Hi, what a nosy Nelly. No one likes a busybody, you know.
But
Oh, fine, let me think about it. Yes, I remember. I lost it in a scuffle with a dog. Oh, when was it? Oh, yes, the day that speakeasy burned down.
a speakeasy in Hill Valley?
Don't act so surprised, young man. Your generation doesn't hold a copyright on moral depravity, you know. Sin has been on the prowl in Hill Valley since the day it was founded.
Wow, a speakeasy. That must have been wild. Is it true they used to drink gin out of slippers like my grandma said?
Don't romanticize the past, young man. Prohibition was a time when gangsters ruled the town while honest citizens quaked in their beds.
So where was it? That speakeasy that burned down, I mean.
That was ages ago. If you're looking for bootleg hooch.
No, I'm just curious, that's all. I'm a student of history.
Student of history, my Aunt Fanny. Yeah, your generation of hooligans and slackers could give two ripe things about history.
Miss Strickland?
Oh, video store!
Huh?
The speakeasy used to be hidden in plain sight down there in the town square. Right where that disgusting videotape rental store squats today.
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
Following year, as I recall.
Alright, so now we have the clue
Don't let me keep you from your business.
as to where the speakeasy was.
There! Don't even think about tossing that Kleenex on the ground!
So now we can, look at the video store through the binoculars, because we know we can see that across the street. See if we can figure out some date that it burned down.
Rebuilt in February 1932.
So we have it narrowed
Fire
down
must have happened before.
to 1931,
When?
1932.
I need a date.
Don't look at me. I'm far too old for you.
So now we can look at the... Well, we gotta get her out of the room again, because she won't let us look at
I
them.
told you not to touch those.
So instead, we're gonna go turn on the radiator again.
There's the whistle. Surely the water's boiling by now.
And now we'll be able to find where Doc is by looking at the newspapers. Right here.
Let's see. Ground broken on site of former speakeasy. Singer vanishes. Hill Valley Expo delights crowd. Soup kitchen exposed. Here we go. Speakeasy arsonist slain. Legal procedure gave way to old-fashioned vengeance last night when a mob descended on the Hill Valley police station. The suspect in the speakeasy arson case, a drifter known as Carl Sagan, was pulled from his... Carl Sagan? It's Doc!
There he is!
By a mob.
We found him.
What's the date? June 14th, 1931. Jeez, I gotta rescue him.
And there go all the newspapers.
My newspapers!
Sorry, Miss Strickland. Let me...
No! You've gotten my history out of order! Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done? Ow!
I love how angry she gets here. It's hilarious. Especially the way it's animated.
Help! Oh, wait!
So that's the end of our second quest.
Being attacked by hooligans!